A lot of our audience is like startups just starting their journey and potentially starting to build their team. What are some key, say, 3 things that they should start focusing on when they're starting to build a team to get that high-performing culture building along with them?
I think number one, I would say, is try to codify early that sort of essence of your business. And it's going to evolve. Like, it's okay if it changes over time. But I think trying to really think through even instilling those things, like some of these values, and also, I guess, a little bit more around what type of business you really want to be, to kind of provide that clarity to people quite early, I think is really important. The second one, I guess, would be around, again, as you start to grow and sort of move from that, 4 people in the same room to sort of looking at kind of, I guess, different teams, and think about how you can ensure that that content is being shared, and don't underestimate the value of investing the time in that. And look, the third thing is a really simple one, but just ask to maintain that sort of feedback culture and try as best as you can to not lose that. Again, when you're a startup, it sort of just happens naturally, but as you're growing, make sure that you keep those feedback mechanisms really open, because people always know best, I guess, in terms of what they need and what's working, what's not working, and then trying to make sure that even though the feedback mechanisms will evolve over time, but kind of, I guess, making sure that that's open and that's there, and listen to that feedback.
I think there's some key things there to follow. Not very difficult to try and start in your business either.
It's like anything, it starts, evolves over time, and you keep adding little pieces as you go. And it seems like it's a very iterative process that you've taken on, not only from tech perspective, but in the way you manage your people, your culture, your business, which is what we all need to be doing in business, because it all evolves and grows and changes. And circumstances change as per last year that can completely impact businesses in ways we've never seen before, but we can't really prepare for either. If you've got that innovative learning culture and that mindset of growth, and we can get through this, and we might think of different ways to do things, that's where you really need to be in business. If you've got the place that if you're in business and just doing the same thing for the last 20 years, that something like that happens, it's very difficult to shift.
The one thing that I would say, and it's probably one of the kind of the most important thing and kind of the key one, is that my mantra is we can always make it more complicated. And I think when you're a startup starting to grow, there sometimes is that element, oh my God, we just need to now suddenly build all these structures and these roles and progression frameworks and a whole bunch, and bring in all these tools and systems. And actually, again, like same as how we do in software, kind of start small and you can always build on it. But starting small and seeing how that works and iterating and adjusting is probably the most important thing as you scale and as you grow.